Imagine it's 1948. You're driving down a dusty road in San Bernardino. You're hungry, but you don't want to wait 30 minutes for a waitress to take your order at a drive-in. You see a small, glowing stand with a simple sign: no car hops, no jukeboxes. Just a window and a smell that would eventually conquer the planet. Welcome to Photography. Today, we're going back to the very beginning. Long before the Big Mac, long before the Happy Meal, and long before the I'm Lovin' It jingle became a global anthem, we are uncovering the story of the very first McDonald's. What did it look like? What was on that legendary first menu? And how did two brothers from New Hampshire turn a tiny BBQ joint into a multi-billion-dollar empire? Grab your fries, because the history of the world's most famous burger starts right now. To understand the first McDonald's burger, we first have to understand the business that failed, or rather, the business that the McDonald brothers chose to kill. In 1940, Richard and Maurice McDonald opened McDonald's Barbecue. It was a typical drive-in of the era. It had a massive menu with 25 different items, mostly slow-cooked barbecue. It was a massive hit. Teenagers loved it. Car hops in short skirts would glide to your window on roller skates. But the brothers noticed something frustrating. Despite having 25 items, the brothers realized that almost all their profit was coming from just 3 things: hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and milkshakes. Everything else was just overhead. The car hops were slow, the silverware was being stolen, and the teenagers were loitering too long. So, in 1948, they did something insane. They closed their successful business at the height of its popularity. They fired the car hops, threw away the silverware, and spent 3 months redesigning the very concept of eating out. This is where the magic happened. The brothers moved into a tennis court and drew the layout of their new kitchen in chalk. They tracked their employees' movements, making sure that every step was optimized. This was the Speedee Service System. It wasn't a kitchen, it was an assembly line. They invented custom tools like a condiment pump that squirted the exact same amount of ketchup and mustard every time. They had a massive grill where one person did nothing but flip patties, while another toasted buns. The goal was simple: get a meal from the grill to the customer's hand in 30 seconds. In 1948, this was science fiction. People were used to waiting 20 minutes for a burger. Now, they were getting it before they could even finish paying. So, what could you actually buy at the first McDonald's in 1948? The menu was stripped down to just 9 items. No salads, no chicken nuggets, and certainly no McFlurries. A pure beef hamburger for 15 cents, a cheeseburger for 19 cents, French fries for 10 cents, milkshakes for 20 cents, root beer, orange drink, Coca-Cola, coffee, and milk all for 10 cents. Notice something missing. The first McDonald's burger didn't let you have it your way. Every burger came exactly the same: ketchup, mustard, onions, and 2 pickles. If you didn't like onions, you were out of luck. The system was built for speed, and custom orders were the enemy of speed. The burger itself was a 1.6-ounce patty of lean beef. The buns were toasted to a perfect golden brown. And those fries. Initially, they were potato chips, but they soon switched to the fresh-cut fries that would become the world's favorite side dish. While the 1948 stand was an octagonal building, by 1953, the brothers wanted a look that would stand out from the road. They hired architect Stanley Clark Meston. Dick McDonald himself sketched to large yellow arches on each side of the building. He thought they looked like they would hold the roof up. Little did he know, he was designing the most recognized logo in human history. The building was covered in red and white tiles. It was bright, clean, and looked like the future. There was no indoor seating. You walked up to the window, bought your 15-cent burger, and ate it in your car or on the go. This was the birth of modern fast food culture. The McDonald brothers were happy They were making plenty of money and living a quiet life. But in 1954, a milkshake machine salesman named Ray Kroc walked into their lives. Kroc was stunned. He had never seen a restaurant so busy or so efficient. He saw something the brothers didn't: potential for thousands of McDonald's. Kroc convinced the brothers to let him franchise the concept. He opened his first McDonald's in Des Plaines, Illinois, in 1955, using the exact same system and menu. Eventually, the relationship soured, and Kroc bought the brothers out for $2.7 million in 1961, a massive sum then, but a tiny fraction of what the company would become. Today, McDonald's serves over 69 million people every single day. But it all traces back to that one simple 15-cent burger in San Bernardino. The McDonald brothers didn't just invent a restaurant. They invented a new way for humans to interact with food. They traded variety for speed, and in doing so, they changed the world. The next time at a bag of fries, remember the two brothers who drew a kitchen on a tennis court and decided that a hamburger shouldn't cost more than 15 cents. If you enjoyed this trip through history, make sure to like and subscribe to Fastography for more deep dives into the origins of the things we love. What's your favorite item on the McDonald's menu today? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next chapter of history.